Hello students, today I will continue the chapter periodic table. Today I will start from typical element. Now what is typical element? Elements of the third period are called typical elements. See the third period element: sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur and chlorine. The third period element sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur and chlorine summarize the properties of the respective groups and are called typical element. This means properties of all elements present in each group are similar to the properties of the typical element of that group. The elements of the second period are not called typical element because they show difference in properties with the properties of other elements in the same group. Some of the reason for difference in their periodic properties are small size, high electronegativity and large charge by atomic mass ratio. For this, third period elements are called typical element. Now, bridge element. What is bridge elements? Elements of second period are known as bridge elements. They resemble in certain properties with the elements of third period diagonally placed. See the second period element: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. And third period: sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. Now, lithium has similar properties with sodium as well as magnesium, and it acts as a bridge between two groups, leading a diagonal relationship between this. Same as beryllium has similarities with magnesium as well as aluminum, and it also acts as a bridge between these two groups. Same as boron, it has similar properties with aluminum as well as silicon. Same, so make a diagonal relationship between boron and silicon, and so on. Same as in carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine. So these second period elements are known as bridge element. Now I will start properties of element. Elements in a given group possess similar electronic configuration because the number of electrons in their respective outermost shell is the same. Hence, they have very similar physical and chemical properties which change uniformly down that group. Now, first, atomic size or atomic radius. Atomic radius is the most probable distance from the center of the nucleus to the outermost shell of the electron. See this: center of the nucleus and outermost electrons. The electron present in outermost shell. This distance from this to this distance is known as atomic radius. Atomic radius can also be defined as half the internuclear distance between two combined atoms in a molecule. See this internuclear distance between two atoms, and this is from this to this is known as atomic radius. An unit of atomic radius is angstrom or picometer. 1 angstrom is equal to the 10 to the power minus 10 meter, and 1 picometer is known as 10 to the power minus 12 minus 12 meter. Actually, atomic size depends on number of cell and nuclear charge. Actually, atomic radius is 4 types: covalent radius, van der Waals radius, molecular radius and ionic radius. Now first, covalent radius. What is covalent radius? Covalent radius means intermolecular distance between two covalently bonded atoms. That is distance between O1 and O2. These are two covalently bonded atoms, and this distance, intermolecular distance between O1 and O2, and half of it, this means O1x or O2x, is known as covalent radius. See, this R1 or R2 is known as covalent radius, as atom A and atom B are covalently bonded atoms. Now, van der Waals radius. What is van der Waals radius? 1/2 of the closest distance of two equal non-covalently bonded atoms. These are non-covalently, which means B and C are non-covalently bonded atoms. And the distance between O2 to O3 and half of it, this means O2y or O3y. This is known as van der Waals radius. Now, molecular radius. Molecular radius means 1/2 of intermolecular distance between two nearest metal atoms in a metallic lattice is known as molecular radius. Here, these are two metal atom, and intermolecular distance between O5 to O6 and half of it, this means from this to this, is known as molecular radius. Now, ionic radius. Ionic radius may be defined as the effective distance from the nucleus of an ion up to which it has influence in the ionic bond. The intermolecular distance of this ionic compound is equal to the sum of the ionic radii of cation and anion. So, if we know the radius of one ion, that the other ion can be calculated. And anion is greater than parent atom. This is parent atom and this is anion. So, an anion is greater than parent atom, but cation is smaller than parent atom. Cation and this is cation and parent atom. So, cation is smaller than parent atom. A and B are parent atom, and these are cation, and this is anion. Among these four, van der Waals radius is maximum, is more. This means first van der Waals radius is more than metallic radius, and metallic radius is greater than covalent radius. So first van der Waals radius, then molecular covalent radius, then metallic radius. Now, change in atomic size. Down a group, in a group, the size of an atom increases as one proceeds from top to bottom. This is because atomic size depends upon nuclear charge and number of cells. As we move from down a group in a periodic table, atomic number increases. So, number of proton and number of electron also increases, as atomic number is equal to number of proton equals to number of electron. This is we have already known. And nucleus contains proton and neutron. Neutron has no charge, So nuclear charge depends upon number of proton. Down a group, atomic number increases. So nuclear charge also increases, but down a group, the electrons get added in the new cell. Now see this example, group 1. In case of hydrogen, atomic number 1. So electronic configuration, in first cell there is 1 electron, and this is the size of hydrogen. There is only 1 electron. Now in case of lithium, atomic number 3. So according to electronic configuration, in first cell means K cell there is 2 electron, and in next cell there is means L cell there is 1 electron. So cell number increases. And in case of sodium, atomic number 11. So in case of electronic configuration, in first cell there is 2 electron, in L cell, this means second cell, there is 8 electron, and in third cell means M cell there is 1 electron. So again cell number increases. Now see potassium, atomic number 19. So according to electronic configuration, in K cell there is 2 electron, in L cell means second cell there is 8 electron, in third cell there is also 8 electron, and in N cell means fourth cell there is 1 electron. So down a group, electrons is added in defined cell which screen the nucleus. Nucleus is here, so it screen the nucleus. The screening effect due to the addition of new cells goes on increasing. Thus the attraction of the nucleus for the outermost electrons goes on decreasing. As a result, the atomic radius increases down a group. Now across a period, in a period, the size of an atom decreases from left to right. See period, second period elements, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. Atomic number goes on increasing. For lithium, it has atomic number 3, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, and oxygen 8. So you see, across a period, atomic number goes on increasing. So nuclear charge also goes on increasing as number of proton increases, but the electrons get added in the same cell. The added electrons do not screen the nucleus appreciably. The attraction of nucleus for the outermost electrons goes on increasing. As a result, atomic radius goes on decreasing. Now there is some exception, but in case of noble gases, atomic radius of helium greater than atomic radius of hydrogen, atomic radius of neon greater than atomic radius of fluorine, atomic radius of argon greater than atomic radius of chlorine. We measure in case of noble gases, we measure van der Waals radii instead of covalent radii. Since this element do not form covalent bond, therefore at the end of each period, the radii shows increases due to van der Waals radius, and van der Waals radius is bigger than covalent radius. So in third period, sodium is largest in size and chlorine is smallest in size. Now in case of cations and anions, cation is always smaller than parent atom from which it is formed. This is because cation is formed by loss of electron. See sodium in third cell, in case of sodium, in third cell there is only one electron. So if it lost this electron, it becomes a cation. And in a cation, number of electron less, but in nucleus of a cation, same number of proton present as the number of proton present in an atom, because nucleus does not lose proton. Therefore, number of proton are more than electron in a cation. So electrons are strongly attracted by the nucleus and are pulled inward. Hence the size decreases. Now in case of anion, anion is larger than parent atom because anion is formed by gain of electron. Now see chlorine atom. In case of chlorine atom, according to electronic configuration, here 7 electron is present in outermost cell. If it gain 1 electron, it acquire octet configuration and become an anion. So in anion, number of electron more than number of proton, because nucleus does not gain electrons, so the effective positive charge in the nucleus is less. Hence, less inward pull is experienced and the size expands. For this, anion is bigger in size and than the parent atom, and cation is smaller in size than the parent atom. So atomic size, first anion, then atom, then cation. Now I will discuss about size of isoelectronic ions. What is isoelectronic pieces? Atoms and ions with the same number of electrons are called isoelectronic pieces. Now, size of isoelectronic ions depend upon the nuclear charge, means number of proton. Greater the nuclear charge, smaller is the size, because then electrons are strongly attracted by the nucleus and are pulled inward. Hence size decreases. So in case of any isoelectronic species, if atomic number more, then size less. Cation of any isoelectronic species formed by loss of electron, and anion of any isoelectronic species formed by gain of electron. Now see here, neon, atomic number 10. So number of proton 10 and number of electron is also 10. And sodium, Na plus, here number of electron is 10, but number of proton is 11, as atomic number of sodium is 11 and atomic number equals to number of proton equals to number of electron. So Na plus, in case of Na plus, there is 10 electron present but 11 proton present. And in case of magnesium, atomic number 12. So it lost 2 electron to form Mg plus 2, which has 10 electron but number of proton 12. And in case of fluorine, atomic number of fluorine is 9. When it gains 1 electron, it becomes F minus, and here number of electron 10 but number of proton 9. And in case of oxygen, atomic number 8. When it gains 2 electron, it forms O2 minus, where number of electron 10 but number of proton 8. Hence, all these elements have number of electron 10, so they are isoelectronic ions, and the size of isoelectronic ions depend upon nuclear charge. So if atomic number and nuclear charge depend upon number of proton. So if atomic number more, then size less, and if atomic number less, then size more. So among these five, oxygen has least atomic number of proton. So atomic number of oxygen is least among these five, so its size is highest. So first, in case of these five elements, first oxygen, then O2 minus, then F minus, then neon atom, then Na plus and Mg plus 2. These are the properties of size down a group and across a period. This is for today. Thank you.